TinkerCAD tip. In this video, I'll show how I use TinkerCAD to make these simple two-part coins for our Wild West reenactment group. You can see here there's a round circle at the back, and then the lettering in the image is raised above that circle below. And when I print these, I actually print them to color with a filament change. I designed these coins in Microsoft Word mainly because I wanted to take advantage of the feature that allows me to do this curved text that follows the circle. This is the two elements of the A side, and this is the B side of the coin. Now, creating these images could also be done in other image editors, but what you're wanting in the end is a simple black and white two-color image. Once I created these images in Microsoft Word, I then saved snapshots of each image as a JPEG file. Once I had saved those Word images as JPEG files, I also collected some other images that I was able to find that were black and white artwork, like this cowboy, the $sign, a horseshoe, etc. I then took all of these JPEGs and, using an online tool, converted them into SVGs, which is all of these files here. Now, I have no preview for these, but you'll see what they look like when we bring them into TinkerCAD. All right, here we are back in TinkerCAD. I'll begin by bringing in a cylinder, increase the number of sides. We're going to make this just 1 millimeter high, and we're going to change it to be 50 by 50, and we're going to make it black. Let's go ahead and bring that off to the side. We'll come up here to Import, click on Choose a File. Here's my SVG files. I'm going to click on the first part of side A. Now, when TinkerCAD wants to bring this in, it wants to do its current dimensions, and I'm going to override that. I'm going to change this to be 50 by something. And if you try to change this value to 50, you'll note that the other value changes. So change one of them to 50 or whatever measurement you want, and then click Import. It'll bring that in. Let's bring it over here. Let's reduce it to be 1 millimeter high. We'll change the color to white. And now we're going to change the dimensions again to make sure it's 50 by 50. 50 by 50. Okay. We'll click Import again. Choose a file. Choose the lower portion of side A. Change one dimension to 50. Click Import. We're going to change that to be 1 millimeter high. We're going to change it to be white. I'm going to fix the dimensions to be 50 by 50. Now we can take those two objects and align them together. Okay, we have a center portion we need to put in, so we'll click Import, pick a file. We'll bring in a horseshoe image, and we'll say that one's 30 millimeters. There's our horseshoe. Let's change it to be white. And it looks like we need to make that a little smaller. So holding the Shift key, I'll grab a corner, scale it down a bit. Let's change the height to be 1 millimeter. And looks like that's pretty well centered in there. All right, now we're going to select all of those. We can merge those together. Back over here to our circle. Let's move that over here. And in order to raise this portion up, we're going to use the work plane tool. Put that on the black part. Click on the white part and hit the letter D in order to bring it up to be level with the work plane. Set the work plane back to the default. We're going to pick all those items there, do an alignment. Center it that way, center it that way. And there you have it. Now we can take all of these, we can group them together. Now by default it's going to want to change it to all one color, but we can come back to the color here and say multicolors. So now even though it's one object, we can clearly see what it is. Hopefully you can apply this principle to things that you make. Enjoy!